tribute. By the way, it's really big print. A lot of it's scratched out, so don't worry about the. Oh, okay. Hello, thank you, King. It's big print. A lot of it's scratched out, so don't worry. I thought the best way to keep myself from rambling would be to write just a few words. And after those words, I'll probably stop. He opened the door for me to see this place, to be with this place, and its flora and fauna, its human residents, and he modeled for me so much more. He challenged me, pushed and pulled, supported my strengths and weaknesses, gave me a sounding board, a reflection pool. Where did I ever get the notion to build a house with 7 sides at the end of a long, narrow, gnarly footpath? A trail that demanded at least 1 footbridge and sturdy footwear. A resident not up on the top of a hill with a beautiful view like most everyone desires. No, not located near an access road where at the end of the day, it's long town run. You could gather your groceries and Guinness, supplies from the hardware store, material for a trippy new Halloween party costume, and stroll to your easily accessible destination. Where did this dream originate? Who's responsible? Not in the sense of pressuring or focusing, but once again, opening the door to a wisdom that would serve me well for the entirety of my time here. The simple wisdom of locating said structure below the water source. What a brilliant idea. I lost my place. I'll find it before. Below the water source. Okay, next step, tap a spring above, run a pipe, let the water flow to home garden and bath below. I'll tell you whose crazy influence led me to fall for these many trappings that depended upon a long cable, maybe 300 feet long like his, with some bag or contraption hanging from the wheels from this cable to ferry supplies from the road to the house below. So anyway, I'm going to tell you this thing. This microphone. Back. This happened to be the very same person who came to me in mid-November 1979 with his full gray beard and long white hair, nearly white hair, rosy round cheeks, and asked if I would help him with a new project. The new project was from some neighborhood moms asking him to do this for their children. And so he asked me if I would get a green outfit together. He would wear the one the moms provided him, all red from the very top to the very bottom, with white fluffy trim all around. My job was to watch his back, for he was the main attraction. His job was made more difficult by the big, thick jacket stuffed with pillows in order to make him look more rounded.
How about we hang the bike up, and then you can use 2 hands.
God, what a brilliant idea. Thank you.
Yay. Yay.
My prediction is the savior of the world, the women's, and we know that.
Yes.
I'm free, I'm liberated. Ugh. So anyway, I watched his back. Then he had to add the talcum powder to whiten his beard and hair, beet juice to his cheeks, creating a rosier glow, all of which made his job and the subtle moves more difficult. So would I do this with him? What could I say? That endeavor expanded beyond the local hood and lasted several years, never failing to inspire an extreme enthusiastic response from the youth that gathered each December to be wowed by his awesomeness. He didn't stop there. Formats came and went, venues and causes, rationales and reasons, through numerous costume changes over the next 4+ decades. He always stepped up. His huge, loving heart, willingness to serve, strength to proceed, and artistic creativity to make it special. So special as in a 90th birthday party. That's special. It's rare and special. So when John's 90th approached, I was prepared. The thugs Mike Campbell, who we've been listening to this afternoon, had offered to play as a gift, no charge. They played in the backyard party in Duncan Mills, an event celebrating not only his 80th birthday, but his son's 30th and his son's mother's 60th. Only now our Zorro friend didn't want a birthday party for himself. John was enthusiastic, emphatic. Yes, emphatic. He was enthusiastically emphatic. He really didn't want or need a party. He had enough parties for himself, enough already with parties for him. Although his link to the band was firm and deep. And so I'm going to tell you about that link. The very first psychedelic Santa contest at the band's Christmas party at the Northwood Lodge. Guess who won that contest? I bet you most of you got it right. Well, you know, we were all happy. Most everybody. I wasn't. I didn't win. I was unhappy. I thought I would win. He won that. I'll win next year. But guess who won the next year and continued to win each year, even when he was generous enough to not enter the contest and give some of us a chance. He still won. And I think the culprits around here. Okay. This is rapidly heading for a conclusion. I have no idea where I am. Still one. Okay. And he didn't use the old red outfit still hanging in the back of his closet. Psychedelic enough? Not. Also, a couple of years before, the band had hauled their equipment down the long, steep path and played on his deck. He even brought them here to the big barn for several Halloween parties and other events. He was a visible member of the group's followers, from the blue to the pink, to the River Theater, to the Northwoods Lodge, to Rio Nito Roadhouse. He danced, lifted a Guinness or two. He showed up with a big smile, always ready to party. John accepted Mike's offer, but only if with two conditions that would he allow this to go on. The first condition was not to mention that it was his party. He told us that many times. Second condition was it was going to be a fundraiser for Sylvia. Okay, so we went ahead on that. He called and offered me a chance to be part of the production in honor. Over the next 10 months, We talked many, many times, sometimes to my frustration. I wanted and needed to stay on the subject of the event. He wanted to talk about zinnias. Zinnias. Come on, brother, let's get real here. But he planted, watered, attended, nourished, fed, or maybe Ellen did the work, I'm not exactly sure, but he never stopped talking to them and about them. Zinnias, I couldn't get them out of my head. So much so the next spring, that's what I was planting, and I'm still doing it, loving it, seeking new colors, new shapes, new sizes. As well, the party for Sylvia was a huge success. Oh, always my teacher in so many ways. I miss you, dear friend. You have brightened my life. My love for you remains strong, as is joy for the time we did have. Trails we walked, mischief we found. The love we shared lives on, here in this barn and its surroundings, this community, these precious hills.